focusing on angles that are formed when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Here we have parallel lines labeled L1 and L2, and the other line is a transversal. Now the first thing I'm going to do is number each of the 8 angles that are formed here. Angle 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you remember what we talked about with vertical angles, or what you saw with vertical angles, we've got a number of vertical angles here. 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 8, 6, 7. We're not going to work with those as vertical angles, but we'll take a look at how they are corresponding and looking at other angles that are in this set. And I mentioned the word corresponding. So the first thing we're going to look at are the corresponding angles. And these corresponding angles are all congruent. They are equal in size. And now we take a look at these corresponding angles. Now, the corresponding angles, to understand them, they are on the same side as a transversal. So they're either on the left or the right side of this transversal. And when you're looking at them, they are also on the same side of the parallel line. So if we look at these, we have angle 1 right here and angle 5. They make up one of the sets of corresponding angles. And we'll take a look at angle 2 and angle 6. They are also corresponding angles. Now you should be able to figure out the other corresponding angles. Take a moment. That was a quick moment. So we also have angle 3 and angle 7, and we have angle 4 and angle 8. All of these are corresponding angles. Okay, we're going to keep looking at this, and now we're going to look at some other angles that are congruent. We have other angles, and they're called alternate. Let me make my spelling correct, and let me erase quickly. They're alternate interior angles. Now, we can take a look at what we have with the corresponding and kind of guess at which angles these are. Alternate, they're going to be on opposite sides of the transversal. And because they are interior, they are going to be inside of the parallel lines. So we look again at these angles and we can identify those alternate interior angles. And again, they are congruent. We have the sets of angles, angle 4 and angle 5. They are congruent. And we also have angle 3 and angle 6. They make up the set of alternate interior angles, and again, they're congruent. Another set, alternate exterior angles. Should be easy to figure out what those are. Of course, they are on the opposite sides of the transversal, and they are on the outside of the parallel lines. So if we look at these up here, we have angle 1, which is outside on this side of the transversal, and angle 8. So that is one of the alternate exterior angle pairs, angle 1 and angle 8. And the other one, take a moment. That's right, angle 2 and angle 7. They are also alternate exterior angles. Okay, we're doing good so far? Okay, real quick, we're going to look at consecutive angles. They'll be real quick. They're a little bit different. Consecutive angles have a sum of 180 degrees, and they are on the inside of the parallel lines, the same side of the transversal. So we have angle 3 and angle 5, which is consecutive. That's a consecutive set, and the other set, angle 4 and angle 6. The thing to remember that corresponding angles, alternate interiors and alternate exteriors, are congruent. Consecutive angles have a sum of 180 degrees. If you have further questions, check with your tutors. And now go to work.